Last Concorla, by moving this motion, we want to acknowledge the invaluable contribution of 500,000 carers around this country and give them some small recognition for the valuable work that they're doing by replacing the current system with a non-means tested scheme for the carers allowance, focusing solely on care needs. Yesterday, I had a conversation with the mother of a child called Willow. Willow has a life-limiting condition, and for the first 2 weeks after her birth, her parents were planning her funeral. However, last September, Willow started school, and this milestone was only achieved due to the round-the-clock care provided by her mother, who sacrificed her successful career to become Willow's full-time carer. And despite Willow starting school, her mother had to return to school as well, because Willow was being denied the necessary support to manage independently in the school setting. For this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year care, Willow's mother receives €160 a week. Willow also has a brother, and his mother is receiving a domiciliary care allowance for Willow's brother. However, Willow's mother is afraid to apply for the top-up payment for caring for a second person because she fears that the existing €150 a week will be reduced, money that she needs to access vital supports for Willow. Minister, this is the chilling effect that the means assessment of the carers allowance is having on carers around this country. People who should be publicly rewarded for the work that they are doing are afraid to apply for what they should be entitled to because of the fear of the consequences. And throughout my years in this House, I've always dreaded the phone call from a family carer who receives a review form in the post. I must firstly calm them down and allay their fear that a small amount of money that they depend on to pay for the extra heat, the extra transport costs, the electricity costs, for the loan repayments for housing adaptations will be cut. The fear of being pushed beyond breaking point. This review letter, dropping inside the front door, brings them to the edge of that threshold. Far worse than a court summons. Minister, no carer in this country should live in fear and should live in fear of a means test because of the carers allowance structure as it currently stands, dealing with that dread every day of that letter coming through the post, and we want to see that fear abolished. Minister, on the 18th of May in 2022, Anna Bodevo, Niamh Ryan and Damien Douglas appeared before the Joint Oireachtas Committee on Social Protection. They gave us powerful evidence about the challenges that they are facing on a daily basis, providing full-time care for their disabled children and speaking about the impact that the carers allowance means test is having on them, on their families and on their caring roles. Minister, we need to work towards a financial system for family carers that is designed around the care provided, not the bank account balance of the carer's spouse. The current eligibility test for this payment is little more than a mean test, denying people financial assistance to support them in providing vital services to our society. All three parents spoke about how the reduced rate of means-tested care allowance that they receive is so essential for them to manage financially. The current system of means testing the carers allowance is unfair, as it only considers income and not outgoings. Outgoings such as mortgage, loans for housing adaptations, wheelchair accessible vans, energy costs, medical equipment that are not considered presently under the means test. At a very minimum, these should be given recognition. Minister, the overall potential number of people that could benefit from this change that we're proposing is approximately 27,000 full-time carers. They're the people that are not in receipt of a payment at the moment other than the Carer Support Grant. And it's disingenuous to talk about a cost of over 650 million. The Parliamentary Budget Office has conservatively put this, or liberally put this at €375 million, and that doesn't take into the significant administration costs that is involved in running the carers allowance system at the moment. So we believe that this cost is nearer to €300 million. It can benefit 27,000 carers around the country, but more than that, it can give recognition and an acknowledgement to 500,000 carers around the country that what they are doing on a daily basis is valued and respected by this state, and I commend the motion to the House.
Thank you very